Sup nerds, today we have ShineGreymon versus Gallantmon. I start off by hatching Koro, even into Agu for 0, and then playing Agu for 3, scorching top 4. And I'm going to get max value here. Add the Marcus and the BT12 Shine. Dante's turn at 3. He hatches Gigi. Eva's into Gallantmon. Plays Staccato for 3 memory. Best Staccato in the deck in my opinion, and you do want to see that card pretty early. And then Evo's into Gallantmon for 2, and then my turn at 2. I just stay in raising and swing on him. 2k, survive. I was definitely expecting to die there, but oh well. I'm debating on giving him either 1 memory or 4 memory. I was considering evoing into the Geo in raising for 2 and then hard playing the BT12 Marcus to give him 4. But I was like, I feel like that's kind of unwise. So I just evo for 3 into the Geo and chuck him to 1. Gallantmon is not tier 1 by a long shot, but it is a deck I respect just because they have so much removal built into the engine. So he promotes. Evos into Wargrowl for 3 memory. And we do have our first chat. Dante forgets to draw for Evo here. I was talking to somebody at a different table and I didn't catch it. So he does pop the Agu and suspend Staccato to gain a memory and then blitzes at my security with the Staccato effect that it gained. 1 check at 7k. He should draw from his Digimon here. He'll catch it in a second. There we go. He does check a Marcus. Thank you, very cool. Unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to have the memory I need to out his body on my turn if I promote. Unless I swing first. I'm a little concerned that he might be playing a level 6 aces. However, we don't have a Gallantmon ace or Megidra ace yet. So I risk it. I promote, gain a memory from Geo, pay it back from Marcus. Swing security, draw from Agu, trigger Marcus. Evo into Rise for 0, trigger Rise, play Marcus, and Dante picked up his hand after I swung, like he was looking for his ace, and for a second my butthole did pucker, and I was like, oh no, he is playing Valk, I just get blown out here, oh well. But I don't know why I was looking at his hand. He wasn't deliberately trying to pump fake me, but it did make me scared for a moment. But he doesn't have it. 3k, 1 check. I draw from Koro first, the Marcus dies to the battle, and the Rise recovers into my security. Then I evo into Shine for 4, trigger Shine effect, suspend Marcus, minus him by 4, draw from Geo, and then trigger Marcus effect, evo into Ruin mode for free, minus his whole field by 5k until the end of his turn. His turn at 3. He hatches Gigi. Plays Red Memory Boost for 3, scorches top 4. Adds the Gallantmon. So it turns out, he does evo into Gallantmon and raising. It turns out he had a rookie in his hand. He must be playing BT12 Gallantmon, which gives you, I think, plus 2k on your turn as an inheritable. And I think that's what he was fishing for, because obviously if he can't out my Ruin mode, he's going to be minus 5k on his next turn, and he won't be able to promote out of raising if he doesn't have a Digimon that's bigger than 5k. Because I think he might be missing another level 5 as well. So evos into Gallantmon for 2, and then my turn at 2, I hatch Koro. Pay 1 for Marcus. Evo and Agu for 0. So I swing with Marcus here first. Normally you would want to have a Tamer on the field for the ShineGreymon Ruin mode effect to hatch again. But because I don't have an empty space in my breeding area, there's no reason to do that. And I get way more stuff if I swing with Marcus first in this scenario, so that's something to keep in mind. So I swing security, draw 2 cards from Geo and Agu, 3k, 1 check. Draw from the Koro, and then it dies to the battle, and then Rise Inheritable recovers it on top of my security. Swing with Ruin mode, 15k, 1 check. End of attack, kills himself, recovers my security, and then minus 5k on Dante's field for his turn again. His Digimon in raising is only 5,000, so he's not even going to be able to promote. Now I just play Uko to threaten lethal on my turn, set him to 2. He plays Staccato for 3. And I promote, trigger Uko, scorch top 3. He does play Crimson Blaze, and he could be playing other removal options. Like, it's not guaranteed lethal, so I can't just assume I have game here. So I add the Agu, hatch Koro, evo into the Agu for 0. And then I decide to swing with my Agu first here, because if it is like a removal that's not Crimson Blaze, like let's say Gaia Force for instance, where it's like a single targeting effect, I would rather have my Agu on the field than my Ukomon, so like I could potentially maybe evo on top of it into like BT12 Geo and play out a Marcus or something. Whereas if the Uko is the only thing on the field, it's for sure just going to die on his turn, so I'm not going to get any value out of it. So I swing, survive, and then swing for game. So we do take game 1. By the way, if you guys enjoy this type of content, please like and subscribe. It really helps support the channel. And if you're interested in my ShineGreymon deck profile, link for that will be in the pinned comment below. And if you're interested in joining our community Discord, the link for that will also be in the pinned comment below. Alright, Dante chooses to go first for game 2, hatches Digimon. Plays offense training. Scourges top 2, adds Gallantmon. I hatch Koro. Evo and Agu for 0, and then play Uko for 3. Your turn. He plays another physical. Scourges top 2, adds that Gallantmon. I mean, in fairness, you do want to hard play that Gallantmon because it's the EX2 Gallantmon, which is the best searcher in the archetype. However, his hand, like, he did mulligan into this hand. His hand must be extremely bricked in order for him to physical instead of just evoing and raising. So I promote, trigger Uko, Scourge top 3. Add the ShineGreymon. And hatch Koro. Swing on him, 2k. I draw from Koro and then die to the check. Evo and Uko for 1. Don't really want to waste the body here because I don't really have anything to do that will give him less than 4 memory if the Agu dies. Or less than 3 memory, I should say. So I just Evo and a Geo for 2 to give him the least amount of memory possible. So he Evos Gallantmon and raising. And then plays the EX2 Gallantmon, Scourges top 4. That is extremely unfortunate. I mean, it's a good thing he bot decked those cards, so he doesn't draw into those for the next few turns, but he only gets to add the Tocado. I promote, trigger Uko, Scourge top 3. I already have a BT13 Marcus in my hand. You really only need 1 in play, so I just add the Geo. Hatch Koro. Evo and Agu for 0. So I debate on whether or not I want to swing here. I honestly think swinging here might be a mistake, since I know for a fact he plays Crimson Blaze because he revealed it off his search. Because if I track a Crimson Blaze here, I'm actually pretty far behind. It gets to out my level 4 and my Ukomon for free. I don't think it's worth the extra 2 draws I get off the Koro, since I already have a ShineGreymon and a BT13 Marcus in my hand that will just out his rookie for free and choke him to 1. So just something to think about. I end up not getting punished here. I draw off double Koro and it just dies to the battle, so it's all Gucci. But I do Evo into the Rise, trigger the Rise effect, play Marcus, tap Marcus, gain a memory, blow up the Gallantmon, draw 2 from Agu and Geo, and then his turn at 1. Alright, so he promotes. Plays Gallantmon for 1 memory. Pops the offense training. Evos into Growl for 0. Doesn't use the Gallantmon effect, which I was actually surprised about. I was wondering why he even put it on the field if he wasn't going to trigger it. And also something here, so this card was actually misprinted. They did print an errata, but it wasn't really circulated that well. And on the card it reads, on deletion, delete a 3k or lower, and then if it doesn't, both players mill top 2. However, that's actually a win digivolving effect. So I pick it up and read it, and I tell him about the errata and everything. So I'm just like, okay, well, I don't have a target, so we'll just both mill top 2. And he plays a Gallantmon for 3, Scourges top 4. Yeah, it actually ends up backfiring for him that Gallantmon actually does mill because he admits that he's missing level 5 when I just ask him here. Because he doesn't Evo, he just plays the Gallantmon. He would have been able to search that War Growl that he milled off the Gallantmon effect, but no way you could know that. So Scourges top 4 adds the BT13 Gallantmon, the secret rare. So I know for a fact he has that in his hand. I promote the Agu. Trigger Agu, make Marcus also a Digimon for the turn. It's 3k. I Evo in a Rise X for 1. Trigger Rise X effect. Play Marcus. Minus the Gallantmon by 4000 DP. And then I go fishing here. Evo in a Geo for 2. Trigger his effects. Swing and a miss. Shocked. So I swing security. Marcus, I minus 3k on the Gallantmon, finish it off, gain a memory, draw 2 from Agu and Geo, trigger Agu inheritable to blow up the Gallantmon, and then 3k, 1 check. I draw off double Koro, and then Marcus dies, then Rise Gray inheritable recovers on top of my security. And I consider ruin moding him, but I'm like, I know for a fact he has the Gallantmon in his hand, and he can just out my ruin mode for free. Or not for free, but he just gets to play that guy, and my ruin mode just gets popped. So I decided not to do that. I Evo into Shine for 4, suspend Marcus minus 4k on the Gallantmon, trigger Marcus effect. And as you can see, I have the rune mode on the top of my hand, but I'm like, I feel like that's just dumb to do since I know for a fact he has it in there. So I Evo into the Rise for free off the Marcus, trigger the Rise effect, play Marcus, tap it to gain a memory, and then his turn at 2. And I tell Dante that I have 5 cards in my trash. And he hatches Digimon. So because he Evos into Gallantmon, because my Rise is 7k and my Shine is 11k, the Gallantmon can pop neither. So he has to give me 6 memory with a Crimson mode if he wants to out any of them. And I say this out loud because I mean obviously like it's not public information technically, but like we both know he has that secret Gallantmon in his hand. So I asked Dante if I'm getting 6 memory. He says yes. Hard plays the Crimson mode, blows up the Shine. My turn at 6. I hatch Koro, pay 1 for Marcus. Evo and Agu for 0. So I'm trying to figure out a way to kill him on the swing. I'm honestly not really sure why. It's not like there's a level 8 ace that he can play or anything that could possibly happen if it's still alive for some reason, because I think I can kill him regardless. End up doing like probably the objectively worst thing. Well, not the worst thing, but definitely not the optimal strat. I don't know why I was so hell-bent on trying to kill his Gallantmon on the swing, but whatever. Because I'm trying to figure out the math. So I hard play Marcus, awful play. Swing Marcus, trigger his effect, Evo into Shine for free, tap both, minus him by 8k, minus him by another 3, and gain a memory from Marcus. Trigger Marcus effect, Evo into Burst mode for free, and then trigger Burst mode effect. And right here I realize I don't have BT13 Marcus in my hand. I thought I had another BT13 Marcus in my hand, which if I did, it would have actually popped the Gallantmon. But I am bad, did not have one. I think I confused one of my BT12 Agus for a Marcus. That must have been what it was, because I was like, I thought I had one in my hand, but turns out I didn't, lol. So the Burst Mode effect plays out the Marcus. The Gallantmon's minus 11, and obviously it's still alive. The 3k check happens. I actually survived the check, draw off Koro. And then I just swing with the Marcus, trash top, and swing for game. So we do take the match 2-0, but I appreciate you guys stopping by. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoy seeing this kind of content. Want to come back for more. But until next time, see ya.